of the cliff tops. But this little bay here is called Portgany. Now the Irish, it's really Portgany is the anglified version of an Irish name which was Portnaganya. And Portnaganya translated means sandy bay. Well, I'm standing on a bit of sand here at the moment, but there isn't an awful lot to be seen. But you see, when you study up maps and you look at names, and if you know a bit of the Irish or the Gaelic and know what the place names mean, it gives you a very vivid idea of what the place was like maybe 800, 900,000 years ago. And if the people at that time gave this bay the name Sandy Bay, it must mean that there was quite a lot of sand here. But as you see, most of it has gone. If I was renaming it today, I'd probably call it Stony Bay. But it's just an example of how the coastline is constantly changing, being eroded by the sea. We do get very, really large waves here at times. And longshore drift, the process of longshore drift has removed the sand and carried it around towards Port Rush and the White Rocks, where we do have a lot of sandy beaches, So the beach here has been removed. And over there you can see another landslide. That all collapsed down a few years ago after a very heavy period of rain. So in Portgany here we have a number of interesting little plants and animals that live here. All sorts of little creatures. When we bring primary schools down here, we do some dipping, and we find all sorts of little wonderful sea creatures in the ponds and the saltwater ponds. But I want to show you here the different colours on the rocks. Anybody know what this is? You can see yellow and gold. So on. Anybody know what this is? Lichens. That's exactly what it is. Right. Well, as we're standing here at the moment, I can feel a breeze coming from the northwest there, and we've got clean, pure air, basically. Most of our prevailing winds come from westerly directions, coming from the sea. There's no pollution, and when you have lovely, clean, fresh air, the lichen grows and it develops on the rocks. It's a good barometer really of good clean air, and each particular type of lichen, now I'm not a biologist, but I can tell you that each type of lichen has its own special requirements and its own special habitat that it flourishes in best of all. And lichen, what is it? Well, it's really like a microscopic plant organism, and it's the first thing to colonise bare rock. Now you can see gold bits, and you've probably noticed that the gold bits tend to be on the tops of the rocks, and then you've got big cream patches, almost like a kind of a semi-fungal type growth. And then right round the water's edge, all black. And if you look over towards the causeway, right round the edge of the causeway, it's black. You'd think somebody had taken a big paintbrush and painted black right round the edge. People have often asked me, is that pollution? Is it tar? Did you have an oil spill? What is it? And the answer is, it is a black lichen. Now, I'm not well enough genned up on my biology to be able to tell you the name of it. It's a long botanical Latin name, but that is a black lichen. So there are at least 3 different types of lichen that we're looking at here. The black lichen, the gold lichen, the cream lichen. These kind of get a grip on the rocks, and over time, they help to actually break down the rock. They form a kind of a biological and chemical activity on the rock that weakens it, and then later on, maybe when we're round at the organ pipes, you'll see moss, and then once moss starts to develop in cracks in the rocks, then it starts to kind of form a little soil, and then you get other little plants like little sea pinks. Now the sea pinks are over now, they're out of bloom, but that there was a beautiful pink colour just about a month ago, and grasses then and eventually the whole place becomes vegetated. Up on the cliff top there you can see the rocks are quite loose, and of course they fall down and they form what we call the scree slopes, and obviously it's dangerous to go on those. We don't allow anybody to climb up there because you could start an avalanche, which would be very serious. But you can also see that vegetation, once it gets a grip, it starts to stabilise those scree slopes, and the vegetation itself prevents any further movement. Now we're getting closer all the time to Giant's Causeway. There are three sections to it. There's the Little Causeway, the Middle Causeway and the Grand Causeway, and we're going to stop at the Little Causeway first of all, and there I'll tell you the story of Finn McCool.